Hello, all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and your eyes do not deceive you. Yes, this is an NXT review. I am keeping my word. I said at the end, or at least at the beginning of 2025, New Year's Eve, perhaps around that point. But I said I was going to start doing more NXT reviews because this WWE ID program is becoming a real thing. It is indeed going to shake things up, and I want to be here to watch it take shape. And so I'm going to get back into maybe not every week, but every other week regularly doing NXT reviews. And when it comes to tonight's episode, New Year's Evil, look, I always talk about NXT Black and Gold and how that set the standard for my views and how I perceive NXT going forward, right? And because of that, I have come up here many times and told you all, I don't know if I can, from a unbiased, fair, partisan perspective, give NXT weekly reviews because of how much I am still deeply in love with what Black and Gold did and where NXT is now. I feel like even now I have to grade NXT on a curve because it is developmental. If I see someone mess up, it's developmental. If they're not giving me 5-star classics, it's developmental. And I still feel that way even now. I hope to get to a point, because of this WWE ID program, I won't have to do that anymore. I can just grade it on the same level as Raw and SmackDown or any other wrestling show. But tonight's New Year's Evil basically had their top talent competing, so I can grade it like every other show. And based off of what I saw, it was a show. It was there. Was it bad? No. Was it great? I believe what they set out to do in terms of setting up new champions, giving direction to certain people that need it, they accomplished that. So from that standpoint, it was a good show. From a viewer standpoint, there were some good things. There were some meh things. And then there was that ending with The Rock. That ending with The Rock was very odd. I'm sorry. I love The Rock. Biggest fan. Been a fan of his since I was a kid. Over 20 years. Yeah, that long. Coming up to 25 years. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've been watching wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I can sit here and tell you that promo by The Rock was odd. And you could tell he was flying by the seat of his pants. He didn't know what to say. That man was cussing up a storm every 5 seconds. And then he kept talking about the time is running out. I'm like, bro, if you don't have anything to say, what are you doing here? I say that as someone that loves The Rock. If you don't got anything to say, why are you here? Why couldn't you just appear? You could have appeared at the end of Oba Femi versus Trick Williams versus that other guy, Eddy Thorpe, right? And then just raise the arm of the winner. And that would have been just as impactful. You didn't have to say shit. But The Rock is the final boss, and The Rock said, I want to talk. And he got all that time. They were chanting, Rocky, and they love him, but my dude, like that backstage segment with your daughter, that's all you need to do. That's all you needed. Ava being established as a GM because of the final boss, that was all he needed to do. And then come out and raise the hand, raise the arm of the winner of the main event. That would have been much more impactful and actually would have helped the show. But instead, he took up, 10 minutes of the final, of the final hour to just wing it. Okay. couldn't put anybody over. Didn't really establish anything. It was just, hi, I'm The Rock on NXT. I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to have an appearance by The Rock, it needs to be much more impactful. It needs to actually have more substance. That had no substance whatsoever. If you took The Rock out of this episode, would it have hurt it? No. Some might even argue it would have helped it. Because he said a whole lot of nothing. He said a whole lot of nothing. And then the show ended. It cut him off. It cut him off before he can even end it properly. Again, I love The Rock. But I did not think that promo was all that great. It was one of the oddest promos he's ever cut. Now, he's cut some odd promos. That was super odd. So you'll have to forgive me if I come across as a Rock hater. I'm just being honest with you. I love The Rock, but that wasn't it. You take that promo away and just have the rest of the show, I think the show improves, honestly. I would have taken out the Rock promo at the end, thrown in another match, and just have The Rock raise the arm of the winner and just call it a day. That's it. And then you would have had probably a great show. But speaking on the rest of the show, love the fact that we have new women's and men's champions. NXT champion Oba Femi the Ruler. Got that Thanos energy. Y'all know I love me some Oba Femi. I've been a big fan of his since he debuted. I don't know where Shawn Michaels found this big son of a bitch from, but oh my god. I love him. And the first opportunity he got to put the belt on him, he threw it on him. Thank you, Shawn Michaels. Absolutely, Oba Femi should be NXT champion. Trick should be called up to the main roster. Trick's ready. Come on up, Trick. He's going to be over like Rover. Seriously, wherever show he's on, Raw or SmackDown, probably SmackDown, Trick is going to be over. And I'm excited for it. He needs to work on his microphone skills. But people are going to love Trick Williams. I'm excited about him. Roxanne Perez lost her NXT Women's Championship to Giulia. Gracefully. Roxanne is going to be a hoot. She's going to be awesome wherever she is. I am expecting she will appear on SmackDown. That's where I think she's going to appear. But Giulia wins the NXT Championship. She should have won it back in October. But they rectified it here. Somewhat. I guess. I still think the best time to give her that championship was October. But alright, sure, she wins it here. You could have done something where she won in October, and then Roxanne fought her way back, and then she lost here. That would have been much more impactful, but I'm not complaining. It is what it is. I'm not writing or booking NXT. I'm just expressing how exactly I would have gone about it to really establish Giulia. But Giulia is still NXT Women's Champion. Now, it's looking like she's going to fight... Well, I thought she was going to fight Stephanie McCurr, which, honestly, let's hold off on that. Let's hold off on Stephanie McCurr versus Giulia. I think people are expecting that for WrestleMania weekend. I get it. Don't rush it. You can tease it. You can tell a story. I think Stephanie McCurr going after that Women's North American Championship is much better. She should totally go after that. Keep them separate for now. Sean, if you're going to do the match, you should. But let's do Triple H long-term booking with it. Let's keep them separate. Have Stephanie run the North American title mid-card division. Have Giulia run the main event women's division. And then keep them separate. And then when Stephanie McCurr loses that title, she can beat Giulia for the women's title. Because Stephanie McCurr is cold. Look, that's a cold woman. Stephanie McCurr is cold-blooded. And then Stephanie McCurr can lose the belt to Lola Vice. Or Jada Parker. And then we can go from there. Yeah, Stephanie McCurr should win the North American Women's Championship before we move her up to the top title. Because Giulia, that woman, that's a beautiful woman. That's a beautiful woman She has natural charisma. I put her up there with Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky. There's something about her that's just magnetic. So she's going to be a great women's champion. But, yeah, for me right now, keep them separate. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Let's take our time with Stephanie versus Giulia. That is a big time match. That's a match for WrestleMania. That feels like a WrestleMania match, honestly. I'm just like, you can really get some heat behind it if you really want it to be that. But, no, keep it separate. I would even go as far as you could have Stephanie turn heel and have her fight Giulia. You don't need to. I think Stephanie is just a unbridled badass as it is anyway, so you don't really need a heel or a face. Although either one could be that if they really wanted it to be. But, yeah, take our time with that. Nothing else to really say about the rest of the card. It was just kind of there. I'm not really interested in this cup, wherever championship cup they got, but I'm glad Brian Pillman Jr., Lexis King won it. And I think he beat William Regal's son, right? That's Regal's son, if I'm not mistaken. All right. It's like one of those things where I'm watching where I go, maybe that's just me not being invested enough in NXT to care. Being completely transparent with you. It was nice seeing the women get a lot of TV time. Jesus, the women took up the first hour, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all weren't kidding. Y'all were not kidding when you said NXT books the women very strongly. They sure the fuck do. You had a fatal 4-way NXT women's title match, and you had a 6 women's tag match. I like it. I'm at the point where I'm like, man, you know what? Just make it an all-women show. And they could do that. If they wanted to, they could. You know they could. They're not going to. But even I thought, like, you know, y'all have the women for it. You have the bodies for it. Screw it. And someone told me it was the Heritage Cup. Yeah, the Heritage Cup. I don't care. I don't care about the Heritage Cup. Like I said, like, when you do stuff like a Heritage Cup or any kind of cup, Owen Hart Cup, King of the Ring, there has to be a caveat to it. All right. If I hold this gives me what? I win King of the Ring. I win the King of the Ring. I get a championship match at SummerSlam. Awesome. I want to see you win King of the Ring. I win the Owen Hart Cup. I get a championship match at All In. Awesome. I want to see you win the Owen Hart Cup. If I win the Heritage Cup, what do you get? You get a Heritage Cup. I don't give a fuck. What does this mean? What does it mean? And Lucha Underground, they had to get to the Gods Championship. You win to get to the Gods Championship, that's like the Money in the Bank contract. You cash that in to get a World Championship match. I need a reason to care. I need a reason to care. Maybe you guys can explain to me why the Heritage Cup is such a big deal. I see that it has certain rules to it. It's like the pure championship in a sense, but I just don't care. I just don't. Maybe if I started watching it more, and I will, I'll start caring about it as time goes by, but they didn't do a very good job of making me care tonight. Someone said Shawn Michaels loves the women. Who doesn't love women? Women love women. Everybody loves women. But Shawn got a good eye. Shawn got eyes for them women. He knows exactly what type of woman he wants to see. And he knows how to present them. There's a reason why Lola Vice is getting a lot of TV time. And Jada Parker. And a lot of other women on that show. And it ain't just because of their in-ring ability. And you know what? I respect it. I ain't mad at it, Shawn. I see what you're doing, and I appreciate it. Keep it up. Keep finding them. Keep finding them and bringing them in. Yes, bring in the pure in-ring performers. Bring them in. But let's be real. We know why Lola Vice, Jada Parker, Roxanne even, Cora Jade. We all know why they're getting TV time. And we respect it. So, someone says, this is from Noel. The Heritage Cup allows talent to win something without having a belt. That's it? Guys, no. There has to be a purpose behind this cup. I don't mind you having the Heritage Cup, but what is the reason by you having it? What does it give you besides, oh, we need something else to win? No, you have the Heritage Cup because it gives you... Thank you. Like, there's got to be a reason for it to exist besides, well, it's something else to win. I'm just saying. So, we can disagree on that. Maybe I'm just NXT black and gold, old timer yelling at the clouds. But yeah, I think Ultra Shadow said it best. They should treat the Heritage Cup like the gift of the gods. You get a championship match against any title. That's what I would do. All right, we're going to go ahead and get to this review. Again, I'm not going to give you a full breakdown. I don't know what to call these anymore because they're not necessarily reviews. They're just kind of my thoughts on the segments and the matches. But I hope you're enjoying yourself. Let's say hello to the people. Of course, say hello to the partnerships, and then we'll get to the rest of the show. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate. After the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest, I'm the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, VENMO, and yes, Super Chats are officially on you. Can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And please, get yourself a t-shirt today at Perez and Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the cause. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy t-shirt. Where? Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt and many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned, join the cause, expand the brand today, right here in Alex's World. Thank you to the lovely people over at Mint Mobile Country for continuing to be partners with me on this lovely, lovely, lovely stream, lovely podcast, wherever you're watching me, however you're watching me. Once again, if you're looking for a sweet mobile plan deal that's affordable but gives you unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Think about how much you have to pay to have that on any of the service. It's worth it, but you pay an arm and a leg for that. What if I told you can have that starting at $15 a month? That is a strong, sweet deal. Mint Mobile wants to offer you unlimited talk, text, and data starting at $15 a month. If you're interested, then let's get a quick word from our partners, and then we'll get to some shout out. This video is partnered by Mint Mobile. Like many of you, I've been trying to cut back on expenses lately, but let's be real. It's tough when you got things to do and you don't want to give them up. But sometimes you have to make those sacrifices to pay your phone bill and satisfy the big tech companies. That was until I discovered Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless services starting as low as $15 a month. With Mint Mobile, you can get high-speed data plus unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. The best part? You get to keep your phone and even the phone number. Now, if you do want to purchase your own phone, they do have phones available on the website, which you can get through the link. The internet service is reliably fast. It's so seamless, I put it up there with any other network on the market. Now, some of you might think switching to a new service is a hassle. Let me reassure you, this is only going to take you 15 minutes to set up. You could literally do it right
right now from your phone. No need to leave your house or contact anybody.
And if your device does not support eSIM, then Mint Mobile will personally ship you a physical SIM card.
So if you're like me and you want to save a little bit of money without sacrificing anything, use the link trymintmobile.com/justAlex and start your wireless plan today as low as $15 a month. Don't lose out on this opportunity. Start saving money by switching to Mint Mobile today.
Thank you all for joining me. You all know how this works. Be sure to show your love to the Mod Squad, Ultra, Shine Nice and Fire Star Heart, Elias Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Khalil does everything. Highway dealing danger. The Teflon Don, the Mod Father. How you doing? We got Neo Enigma, who makes the covers, and of course Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. I'm seeing a lot of new people joining me for my lives because I'm doing NXT lives. You don't watch Raw or SmackDown, you watch NXT, which is part of the reason why I'm happy to do these for you guys. So hopefully you stick around for more of these as time goes by. Also, before I forget, be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. By the way, Said223, who says I judge NXT too harshly, my man, have you not been paying attention to what the hell is coming out of my mouth? I am literally going out of my way to grade NXT on a curve. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. No one's giving it any kind of harsh treatment. You just don't like what I'm saying. Now, if you want someone to coddle your feelings and tell you, yes, what you watch is amazing and it's so wonderful and you're wonderful for watching it, this ain't the place for it. Click off and go watch someone else that will coddle your feelings about how you feel about NXT. If you can't take someone giving an honest, fair review based off of his perspective and his taste, stop watching people here on YouTube. I'm not going to do that this year. I'm not going to do reviews so you will feel comfortable watching NXT. Just watch NXT. If you like it, awesome. If you don't like it, that's okay too. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. I am going to give you my thoughts. That's what makes this my page. So if you think I'm judging it too harshly, that's too goddamn bad. Go watch someone else that will coddle your feelings. I'm not here to do that. Said 223. Let's do some shout outs. Joe Davidian, what's good, my man? I'm gonna get this name wrong, but Sion Asokere. Now watch it be some weird pronunciation, but Sion Asokere. Hello. Please tell me how to pronounce your name. Casa D18 Studios. Thank you for catching my live, sir. In terms of collaborations, I'm limiting who and what I do collaborations with this year for personal reasons. Nothing against anybody. But send me an email. Who knows what could happen. Bryce Blackwell, Trey Lusado. I see JJ, who let dogs out? Who? Darcy Chatham, we need a nickname for you, buddy. I keep saying your name, but you don't have a nickname. Noel in his house. Morris is proud to announce that this is his first live stream. My man, I hope you stick around. You should check out more live streams, my dude. James H, JB Snacking, Nails Wrestle Talk. Yes, we do have 2 new NXT champions. I see Shadow Star. Maybe the Heritage Cup can be an opportunity trophy to get a North American Championship shot. Why not any championship shot? Give it real, true value. Why not just make it like a Money in the Bank briefcase? Let it be NXT's Money in the Bank briefcase. I think it would make it more, not only more important, but if you treat it like a pure championship too, where there's certain rules that you have to abide by to win it, that makes the matches even more great. So I would love it if they treated it like, all right, to be a champion in NXT, you have to show me that. You have to show us that you can abide by wrestling rules. And therefore, you'll be ready to be champion. That's my thoughts. I don't know who watches my NXT reviews, but if you are somebody who is an NXT creative, I think it would be great if the Heritage Cup had more meaning behind it. You don't have to quote me. You don't have to endorse me. It would be nice. I have a Cashapp. I also have a Venmo. But if it makes your shows better, you can just do that. I got my eye on y'all. All right. The Dash Kingdom. Been watching the channel for years, but I'm always busy during the streams. Glad I can catch a live. Again, like, I'm very much aware that some of you don't watch the Raw, SmackDown, or AEW live streams. You only watch NXT, so I'm gonna get new viewers watching me, and that's cool with me. So, if you don't catch the other ones, that's fine. We're gonna expand the channel's lives to other shows as well. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna move things along here. Thank you all so much. Donations are open, and no, I will not be turning them off. I think I feel comfortable just letting them roll for what they are. So, all right, let's go ahead and review this show. Where the hell were they tonight? Does anybody know where they were? Was it just the Performance Center? That doesn't look like the Performance Center. Where is the new NXT venue being held at? Or at least this one. Because it doesn't say. Not on the website that I have it on. But maybe it was the Performance Center. It just looked different. Anyways, apparently Corey Graves has been moved to NXT. Sucks to be you, buddy. Because you're about to be overshadowed by Whoop That Trick. Yeah. Well, wait. Trick's going to be called up. Ah. Oh, well. Sucks to be you. Well, regardless, Corey, you're going to be overshadowed by Booker T. And honestly, you'll probably be overshadowed by Vic Joseph. If Vic Joseph doesn't screw up, because Corey Graves can just take his position. If I'm being honest with you. I'm very shocked they didn't just put Corey Graves as the lead commentator. But he's doing color. And it's a 3-man booth. Alright, let's see where that goes. Giulia versus Roxanne Perez. I thought the match was good. It was better than their match that they had in October. I think the drama involving Cora Jade helped. And Giulia won. She beat Roxanne Perez. Despite all odds. Roxanne has had an excellent run with that championship. She is going to be amazing on the main roster. But let's be honest with ourselves. Roxanne has been on NXT way too long. Roxanne should have been called up years ago. She's been ready for the main roster. I'm happy she got this run to really get used to what it's like to be in front of a crowd to establish a character. And got a little bit more practice in. But she's been ready. So, now that she's lost this championship, y'all better call her up. I will be furious if y'all keep her on NXT. There is no reason to keep her here. Have her appear, debut in the Royal Rumble, put her on the, Raw, SmackDown, and just use her. Roxanne is going to be amazing wherever she is. Because it's Roxanne Perez. It's Giulia's time now. Giulia, as NXT champion, I'm going to keep saying it. Giulia, as NXT Women's Champion, should have won the belt in October. And you should have booked her like Asuka. They're not booking her like Asuka. I don't know why. That boggles my mind. She's another Asuka. Sawn-off monster, but Sean wants to book her to be a typical babyface that struggles. Okay. Fine, I guess. But you know what? I'm happy she still won here. I think Giulia has all the charisma in the world. I think she's beautiful. I think she's fun. I've been watching personal videos of hers. Listen here. This woman, she's going to be big. She's going to be big when she gets to the main roster. I And I say this knowing that we're on NXT, but still, I hope Shawn Michaels understands what he has. Because Shawn is still relatively new at booking shows, but I don't think he understands the type of star Giulia is yet. He might figure it out soon. She's going to be big, but she's only as good as her booking if you book her right. I'm not necessarily pleased with how she's been booked so far, but I'm not mad at it either. They can always rectify it. It's NXT. Great to get on the curve. Now, where do you go from here? Well, clearly, based off of the next match, don't go to Stephanie Vaquer. Not right now. You would be crazy to blow off Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia this soon. The next opponent should clearly be Cora Jade. Clearly. Just do Cora Jade and Giulia. And then have Giulia run through her. Then you could do, I don't know, Jada Parker and Giulia. Lola Vice and Giulia. And just run through the roster. And then maybe next year, we'll do Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia. Stretch this out. Stretch it out. Keep them apart from each other. Giulia needs to have a run. A strong, legit run with that NXT championship. Speaking of Stephanie Vaquer, right after this match, I believe was the Fatal 4-Way, right? Oh, something with Eddy Thorpe and him getting attacked or wincing in pain. Like, I can't make it. I don't know what happened to me. I can't do it. I can't make the main event. And she's like, too bad, bitch. Get out there. They did a promo where Javon Evans got attacked by Ethan Page, who broke his jaw, by the way. Crazy angle. I like it, though. They're turning Ethan Page into a cold-hearted, dangerous, I don't know what you call him. He's just a dangerous man. I kind of like it. We'll see where that goes. I like the booking of Ethan Page so far in NXT. And him breaking Javon Evans' jaw is a great story. And let's see what happens. Again, this is what you gotta do on NXT. It is weird seeing him do that promo with his jaw wired shut. But I do like that they're selling it. It's weird, but it's appropriate. So it's like appropriately weird that I'm seeing that. And Ethan Page apparently attacked Cedric Alexander too. Okay, listen. Don't get me started on Cedric Alexander. You know what? No, we're here. Screw it. I say his name. Why the fuck isn't Cedric Alexander going for the NXT Championship? Cedric should be in the main event scene. If anybody in creative is watching this, push Cedric to the main event scene on NXT. That is a main event player. Shut up. Nope. That is a main event player. Cedric should be going for the NXT Championship. He is literally one of the best wrestlers on the roster. On the roster. Do not waste my time and having him getting assaulted for plot armor, or not plot armor, for plot advancement. Being a plot point. No, Cedric is a main event player. I want to see this push. Shawn Michaels. But yes, I'm interested in Javon Evans and Ethan Page. For sure. Let me see here. Now comes the Fatal 4-Way. Cora Jade, Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, and Stephanie Vaquer. We already knew who was winning this before the match even started. Surprise, surprise, Stephanie Vaquer. Now, from watching this match, couple of thoughts. Kalani Jordan is amazing. I don't know what it is about her, but every time I watch her, I'm like, oh my god, this woman is good. She is really good. Needs to work on her personality, but this is why we have NXT. It's another Lara Valkyria. Lara Valkyria is amazing inside the ring, but doesn't have the personality to match it. Kalani Jordan is another one. Great inside the ring, not the best personality. She'll need to work on that. That's okay. Hopefully she improves it. She finds a character. But once she does, oh, it's over. It's over for her. She's going to be awesome. I'm excited about her. Cora Jade. Before Roxanne Perez, I was high on Cora Jade. I don't know anymore. How we feeling about Cora Jade? I feel like her time has passed, and if they were going to capitalize on her, they should have done it a long time ago. Not anymore. Lola Vice, like I said before, Lola is going to be a massive star in the main roster. When she gets there, you already know. But right now, Stephanie Vaquer is the golden goose. That's another Charlotte Flair waiting to happen. She's just naturally gifted. The language barrier might be an issue, but they can work around that. So Stephanie wins the match, and she's going for the North American Women's Championship. Great. Wonderful. She better win it. She will win it, but she better win it. Someone said, how you feel about Sol Ruca? I love her finisher. I think she's a great in-ring performer. I can't comment on her personality or promo skills because I haven't watched enough of it. But what do y'all think? Yeah, I'm sorry. Cora Jade was the weakest link in this match. I am much more invested in Lola Vice, Stephanie Vaquer, and Kalani Jordan. So, people were talking about Cedric in the live chat. Absolutely, Cedric getting pushed to the main event in the live chat, as he should be. So there you go. That's my thoughts on the match. I think after this was the Fatal Influence 6-man tag, right? 6-man, 6-woman tag match. Yes, Fatal Influence taking on Shotzi Blackheart, Tatum Paxley, and Gigi Dolan. Again, I really appreciate that we had multiple women's matches on this show. I think it's a great showcase of the women's division. And again, Sean clearly has a type. Because all of them in that match had a certain asset about them. And I appreciate it, Sean. I appreciate it. You all know how I feel about Shotzi Blackheart. She's not for me, but I understand why people love her. I think she's a sweetheart, but I'm not buying no Shotzi Blackheart t-shirt. Honestly, out of everybody in the match, Gigi Dolan. That's who I'm invested in. Now, Gigi Dolan, Lord have mercy. But for real, like, I think Gigi Dolan is definitely someone they should be invested in. Probably a lot more than they are. She needs work. I think in terms of a personality, she's probably better than a lot of women. Inside the ring, I don't know. What do y'all think? Tatum Paxley, I don't know if she's cast properly. They're booking Tatum Paxley to be another Mickie James, to which I go, I don't know. What do y'all think? But Gigi Dolan, 100%. All day, every day. But Team Shotzi Blackheart won that match. And yeah, nothing else to really say. That was just what it is. At this point, The Rock shows up. He's backstage with his daughter, Ava Raine, who is the NXT general manager. And they're talking to Ethan Page. And The Rock said, The Rock says! The Rock tells Ethan, she's the boss, and don't fuck with her. That's it. Ethan Page got to meet The Rock. Look at you, Ethan Page, coming up in the world. You went from not being booked on AEW to having a segment with The Rock on NXT. He won. Ethan Page, ego. All ego, Ethan Page won. At the end of the day. Congratulations, Ethan Page. Charlie Dempsey, the son of William Regal, took on Lexis King, a.k.a. Brian Pillman Jr., for the NXT Heritage Cup that nobody gives a fuck about. Sudden death match. This was interesting. So, clearly, what's his name again? Charlie Dempsey is a chip off the old block. He looks like William Regal. Doesn't wrestle as smoothly as William Regal, but you can see he has them William Regal isms. in his matches. No one's going to be as fantastic of a wrestler as William Regal. He's one of the best. One of the best inside that ring. But still, like, ship off the old block. I'm just saying. Lexis King. Here's my thing. So, Brian Pillman Jr., Lexis King, I've always kind of felt he was a diamond in the rough. And clearly Shawn Michaels sees that too. I like this transformation away from Brian Pillman Jr. He's deliberately becoming a character to escape the shadow of his father. And he's taken up a different name altogether. And I think that is a great concept. I like the direction of it. However, I think eventually we need to get back to telling that story of him trying to escape his father, but in reality, he can't escape his father. I would like to start seeing him go crazy, like his father. You cannot have the name Brian Pillman Jr. and not act like Brian Pillman. I like to see a little bit of that Brian Pillman start coming out of him. And I think that's going to improve his in-ring style as well. Because right now, he's kind of bland inside the ring. I'm being honest with you. He's very bland. I think what's carrying him is the character, but that's starting to go a little stale too. So, I like him, but we need a little bit more meat on the bone moving forward. Quite frankly, I would have had Charlie Dempsey keep the Heritage Cup, but they're going with Lexis King. Let's see what happens. Yeah, get a little bit of that loose cannon style in him. Go loose cannon on him. Couldn't hurt. Main event, Eddy Thorpe versus Oba Femi. La Rula! And of course, whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Trick Williams. Trick is going to be a massive star in the main roster. I already know he's going to be over. He might need to change something up after a year or so, because that whoop that trick isn't going to stay over for long. It'll be over when he gets there for at least a good year. And then after that, you're going to have to change it up. And see, people just think that Trick is going to be a bigger star than Carmelo Hayes. Psych! Melo is money. Melo is a world champion. Sorry, I'm not taking anything away from Trick Williams, but Trick is not world champion material. Not right now. Trick is at best IC champion, which is great. That's a great role for him. But world champ? No. Not right now. He'll have to change something up. Could be in the future, but not right now. They made the right decision. As in, Shawn Michaels made the right decision, throwing that belt on Oba Femi. He threw the belt on him. The first opportunity he got, he put that belt on Oba Femi, and thank you very much. That was the right call. Because La Rula, this man is a beast. This is everything you would want in a world champion. He looks like a world champion. He feels like a world champion. His theme song screams world champion. That dun dun hoo. And then he walks to the beat of the drums, of the music, and the crowd's going hoo. And it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I don't know where Shawn found him, but give me more of them. This is, I don't want to compare him to Brock Lesnar, but I'm getting a Brock Lesnar feel with this dude. This is the kind of man that you send to the main roster and you have him run through everybody. And I mean steamroll them. Oba is going to be massive. He already is massive, literally, but he's going to turn a lot of heads when he gets in the main roster. But for right now, at least for 2025, he needs to dominate NXT. Don't you dare have anybody beat him until at least WrestleMania next year. Yeah. He needs to have a dominant run with that NXT championship. Matter of fact, he needs to have the longest reign out of anybody. Who currently has the longest reign? Let me see. Let me ask Google. Who is the longest reigning NXT champion for the men? Adam Cole held the belt for 396 days. Really? Oh, well, 403 days. So Adam Cole holds the belt for 403 days. So if he holds it now until next year's WrestleMania, yeah, he'll beat the record. He'll beat the record next year. If he wins it, because he won it tonight, so that's October, let me see, so January 7th next year. Okay, that's 360. And then WrestleMania would be 3 months later. So 360. Yeah, he'll break the record. Yeah. Yep. Do it. Break Adam Cole's record. With that Black Panther energy. And I think the person, remind me, who beat Adam Cole? Was it Keith Lee? Keith Lee beat Adam Cole, right? Because he beat, let me see, Adam Cole beat Johnny Gargano. Yeah, it was Keith Lee. Keith beat Adam Cole. There we go. There we go. Oba Femi. So, very excited about that. And, of course, the end of the show was The Rock's promo. Again, I even sitting with it, it was just an odd promo. It's just odd. I respect the fact that he went out there, he wanted to be real, raw, honest, transparent, genuine with the audience. And maybe the problem with me is I'm so used to things being scripted and structured long term, right? I'm so used to there being a point to everything on the show because that's what Triple H has taught me. Triple H has taught in my brain that everything is strategically placed where it is for long-term value. You get me? So when The Rock comes in and just throws a wrench in all of that and says, I just want to come out here and talk to y'all. I don't have a fuck all to say. I don't know what I have to say. I don't even know what I'm going to say. But I'm here. And so it was weird because it deviates from the norm, which I guess is good. But at the same time, if you're going to do that, it needs to be memorable. And so not only did he deviate from the norm, it wasn't even all that great. It was just an odd promo where he stood there and just talked about The Rock and talked about strip clubs and how he's no longer shaking hands with Cody Rhodes and how people are mad about that. And now he's, I don't know, how he wasn't shaking hands with Cody Rhodes and now he's drinking tequila with Cody Rhodes or something like that. I was confused myself. I don't know what the hell he's at. So it was like, what's the point? Put someone over. That's why I suggested at the beginning of the stream, The Rock would have been better served to just show up at the end of Oba Femi beating Eddy Thorpe and Trick Williams and just raising his hand. And that's all you had to do. I would have added an extra match and then just had The Rock endorse Oba Femi. And then that would have been great. He could have still done the segment with Ethan Page and his daughter, but you didn't need to have him go out there and just wing for no reason 10 minutes that didn't go nowhere. It was a weird ending. It was weird. And I love The Rock. I'm a big Rock fan, but no. That wasn't a great use of him. And I don't give a fuck if it was his idea. Shawn can't say no to the final boss, but it wasn't a great ending. I'm sorry. I love The Rock, but it wasn't. But there you go. That was NXT. I thought for the first show to open up the year, they did a lot of good things. They crowned new champs, Oba Femi and Giulia, which I appreciate. We're moving up Roxanne and Trick Williams. Good. Thank you. Showcasing the women as great as they did. Please keep doing that. It was nice seeing The Rock on the show and having him there, although I didn't like the ending segment. They did a lot of good things on this show. Overall, though, was this the show they needed to have? That's the ultimate question. I don't think it was. I don't think it was the kind of show that would make you go, all right, I'm going to tune in next week. It didn't make me feel like tuning in next week. Matter of fact, I'm going to be real with you. I think me having a week-to-week review schedule for NXT might not be the best thing for me. I might have to just take it, once in a while, kind of do a review here, then do a review there, and then, of course, talk about the PLEs, which I will do. I will review every single PLE we have, or special event that we have about NXT. I don't mind doing that. But in terms of weekly reviews, I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about that. But we'll see. We'll see. Like, if they start doing this WWE ID program and we start seeing some new talents come in, best believe I'm going to be talking about that. If they bring in Jordan Grace, best believe I'm going to be keeping an eye on her. Jordan Grace, first off, Jordan Grace should not be on NXT. Send her to the main roster. But they might keep her on NXT because they're moving up Roxanne and they need some faces, so they'll probably move Jordan Grace to NXT. Although Jordan Grace should be on the main roster. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't think it was a bad episode. It just didn't hook me. So people were telling me to just do special episodes and PLEs. What do y'all think? Should I just do that? Special episodes and PLEs and just kind of leave the weekly shows to whatever the hell it is? Because that's what I feel like doing. That's what I feel like doing. Someone said Joe Hendry should go to the main roster. Isn't Joe Hendry signed by TNA? And didn't Joe Hendry just win the TNA World Title? I'm genuinely asking. Let me see. Who is the TNA World Champion? Who is currently the TNA World Champion? Wait, it's still Nick Nemeth? Wait, I thought it was Joe Hendry. They still haven't given that belt to Joe Hendry? Yo, what are they doing? When's the next TNA pay-per-view? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that's why I don't watch. That's why I don't watch TNA. He fights Nick Nemeth on January 19th. You know what? I might actually watch that episode. I might need to watch that episode of TNA because I will be furious. And I don't even watch TNA. I will be pissed if they don't give Joe Hendry that world title. Apparently his contract... I don't give a fuck. Alright, let him hold the world title, and then when his contract expires, take the belt off of him. Yeah, people are telling me he'll be fine for the world title on the 19th. Okay, that's when he should win it. Because if he doesn't win it, he needs to quit immediately and come right to WWE. Because listen here, I get that Joe Hendry was just kind of here to pad out NXT throughout the year. When they did Joe Hendry versus Ethan Page, I wasn't doing reviews of NXT, but if I was, look at me. I would have been pushing hard as a motherfucker. I would have been pushing hard as fuck for Joe Hendry to win that world title, the NXT world title. Are you out of your mind? He's one of the hottest babyfaces that isn't in WWE right now. And he better win that TNA world title. They waited way too long to put that belt off of him. They waited way too long to get that belt on him. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Three Kings has shown up. Good to have you here, Three Kings. Thank you for the support. I love you, Three Kings. I love you, buddy. Good to have you here. Honestly, Alyx, SmackDown would be perfect for Roxanne and Trick. I'm good either way, whether it's SmackDown or Raw. I'm good either way, buddy. Melo will be money for WWE in 2026. Oh, Melo's gonna be money, period. Melo is money. Yes, Kalani Jordan is a damn good in-ring worker. The show tonight was in Los Angeles in the Shrine Auditorium. The Shrine Auditorium? Did A&B Combos go? Yo, people from A&B Combos land. Did A&B Combos go to the show? Let me see. The Shrine Auditorium capacity. Oh, it's a very small arena. It's only 6,000. 6,000 seats. Oh, they probably packed that out. Oh, sweet, Three Kings. They did go. Well, I hope they enjoyed themselves. They got to see The Rock live. They got to see a very odd Rock promo. But yeah. But good to have you here. Bow down to the king. The Three Kings. Darcy Chatham, we need a nickname, buddy. Give me a nickname. Anything. What do you want, Darcy Chatham? Give me a nickname so I can give you one. Oh yeah, A.B. Collins went to go see The Rock live. They'd be crazy not to go see The Rock live. Hope they enjoyed the show. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling that Heritage Cup. I just think it's a waste of time. It's just a participation trophy to make someone feel good about winning something. Shadowstar, I always agree with you on Oba Femi. Give him a reign up until next year's. Yeah, he needs to. No, not even Rumble season. Till WrestleMania. Break Adam Cole's record. Alex, what do you think about WWE bringing back a Mae Young Classic? I would 100% be behind that. Josh Alexander's contract ends next month. Well, what the fuck then? Come on over, Josh. Let's get all of TNA's top talent and put them on NXT. I'm telling you, NXT is going to be fire when the WWE ID program hits. How much time does Joe Hendry have left in his contract? A year. At the end of 2025. And he is coming to WWE in 2026. I know that for sure. Say his name and he appears. He was hot in 2024, bro. Crazy over, and they never capitalized on it. But we're gonna capitalize on that. Alright, before I leave, I gotta give Darcy Chatham a nickname. Okay, let me see if I can come up with one. I don't know, like... I might need to sit on that, Darcy. I'm not gonna call you DC. That's pretty lame. People are saying Joe Hendry lost 3 title matches. I know. I watched all of them. Yeah, buddy. Because, like, to me, the best time to win a title is when you're at your peak, at the hottest. Like, if you're the most hated heel, put the belt on them. If you're the highest babyface, put the belt on them. That's when they should be winning titles. Don't let them cool off till they give them a title. That's a stupid thing to do. All right, look, Darcy Chatham, give me a couple days to come up with a nickname for you. I'm gonna get you, buddy. You're always here. You're always donating. You're always contributing, and you're always around. You've been around for a while, so you deserve a nickname. I'll figure one out. I promise. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. Let me know how you feel about it. But as always, be sure you like the video. And as you find out, do all the YouTube things. Subscribe and hit that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time right here and Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. When you're